Go to the cloud. Money. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for investing in yourself once again. Landon, what's going on? Landon, man. Sunday's coming up, family. 28th. So let's get ready, bro. So welcome, everybody. Thanks so much for taking the time to get up on the call, man. It's definitely an honor of mine that you guys are here because I want to give as much value as possible, but you guys have to put in the work yourself. And so you being here on time, showing your willingness to do that. Let me mute everybody because I always forget to do that. Cool. So it's going to be really important today, guys, that sometimes we come off mute, okay? I don't know if you guys probably do it by accident. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure nobody's doing it on purpose. But I need to turn this bell off too, because that's going to be annoying. I don't do that. One participant can share at the time, event sharing. Because I'm going to be making some live calls, and I don't know how to turn that bell off. And I want to make sure that that we're not coming off mute and someone hears, somebody's kids in the background. Okay, here it is right here. Boom. I don't need that right there. All right, perfect. Yeah, so we're going to be calling, this is a list that we got. Obviously, I can't guarantee everybody's going to answer the phone, but I'm going to be calling them on my phone. I can see most of you guys, thank God, because everybody wants to put their stuff on so that nobody can see them, like y'all hiding stuff. So this, I can, like right now, I can see Landon, I can see Alex, Danielle, I can just see the screen, I can see Bill. So you guys, Rob, I can see your hand, Youssef, WD boy, I can see a couple of y'all. So if y'all can't hear, I need you guys to give me the thumbs down or something, because I'm going to be more focused on what the person is saying. Whenever you're doing this, make sure you have, a notebook, obviously a pen. You're gonna want to jot down some information. Some people try to do it typing. I like to write it just because while I'm talking, I want to be focused on that, and it's just easier. It's more second nature for me to write little notes than it is for me to type while I'm trying to talk. So I can't guarantee anything, but it is what it is. It is prime time, calling time right now. So if you guys are calling, make sure you're calling around this time. All right. So let me stop playing around. Let's get right into it. So this is a list out of, kind of give you guys background. This is a list out of South Carolina. Okay. So, first one is Bertha. We're going to call Bertha. Hopefully Bertha is still with us. 269. All right. I don't think Bertha's answering.
Hello.
So you always want to leave a voicemail. Hello, Bertha. How are you doing? My name is Tommy, and I think my partner Nicole called you once before. I'm a local real estate investor, and I just wanted to kind of reach out to you. We saw your property out there in Greenville, and I really, really like that property. I'd love the opportunity to give you a cash offer, but really just the opportunity to talk to you and see if you're interested in even selling the property. If you can give me a phone call back at 305-316-8762. Once again, 305-316-8762. Hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day. All right, so Bertha did not answer. I'm going to move on to the next. Milton Brown, 864.
I'm sorry that we are unable to take your call at this time, but if you will leave your name and a number, we will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you and have a blessed day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hey, how you doing? This call is for Mr. and Mrs. Brown. I know this call is kind of out of the blue. My name is Tommy. I'm a local real estate investor, and found your property right there off of Chicora Avenue, and I really like that property. And like I said, I'm looking to buy a property or two this month. If you can give me a phone call back if you're interested in selling, I'd love to speak with you. If you can give me a phone call back, once again, the phone number is 305-316-8762. 305-316-8762. Hope you have a blessed one. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right. Let me try another one. Hopefully we get somebody. You guys can learn something from this or get some type of a value from this instead of just watching me call a whole bunch of people. 0931. Someone's off mute. If you can put yourself on mute, just check real quick. 66.
I'm not able to answer your call right now. Just call me back at a later time. I'll leave your number and I'll get back to you. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Wilbert, how you doing, man? This is Tommy. I know this call is kind of out of the blue, but I saw your property over there on Moore Street, and I really like that property. I'm a local investor there, and would like to give you a cash offer on the property. I believe you spoke with my associate Nicole, and she told me to reach out to you. So I wanted to just kind of give you a quick phone call and see if we could connect. When you get a chance, please give me a phone call back at 305-316-8762. Once again, 305-316-8762. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care. All right, I just quick looked at the chat there, Ramona. These are all driving for dollars leads. Driving for dollars leads that have been skipped. All these numbers are correct. They're just not answering the phone. So I want to get somebody on the phone, or this is a giant waste of time, but this is the gamble that I take when we do this. Hopefully someone will answer. Let's see. We got Ira.
You have reached the voicemail box of Ira Andy. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Ira, how are you doing today? My name is Tommy, and I know this call is kind of out of the blue, but I saw your property on East Washington, and I really like that property. I'm an investor in the area looking to purchase 1 or 2 properties this month. If you could please give me a phone call back, I'd really be interested in at least just speaking with you and seeing if we can create a win-win situation before the both of us. My phone number is 305-316-8762. Once again, 305-316-8762. Hope to talk to you soon, Ira. Take care. Bye. Man, no one wants to answer the phone. Maybe somebody will call back in between. I'm gonna give it a couple more, and then I don't want to spend the whole time doing this. Maybe someone, oh no. Maybe someone will call us back. And you're right, most people won't answer a phone number they don't recognize. Somebody's off.
Hello?
Hey, Walter, how are you doing?
Okay.
Good, Walter. My name is Tommy. I know this is kind of weird and kind of out of the blue, but I'm a local investor, and I saw your property on Adams Street, and I really, really like that property, Walter. And I just wanted to see if you had a quick moment to chat about it.
Which property are you talking about?
The one 110 South Adams Street.
110 South Adams.
Yeah. Well, you have a quick moment? I don't want to. Okay, great. That property on Adams. What are you looking to do with that?
Well, I'm planning on renting it. I've got a prospect already.
Oh, you plan on renting it? Okay, great. How long have you owned that property?
Do what?
How long have you owned it? You've owned it for a while?
Well, my daddy built the house whenever it was originally built back probably 50 years ago, and I inherited it, and I've had it for about 20 years.
Your dad built that house?
Yes.
Oh man, he did a good job with it. It's lasted that long. That's amazing.
Well, yeah, he didn't do the building himself.
Oh, he got someone to build it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you come from a long line of investors there, huh?
Well, that's right.
I'm sorry?
I'm having a little trouble understanding or hearing you. I don't know if it's my phone or maybe you just speak up a little bit.
Yeah, I said you come from a long line of investors then. Your dad built the property and you guys have been renting it ever since?
Right.
Wow, that's amazing. My father definitely was not a handyman. He definitely was an investor. This is something I kind of just fell into. You have this property, and you have any other properties that you guys that your father has built?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
They're all rented though.
That's amazing. Well, this property here on Adams, I really like this property. I was out there and came by it, and it was a pretty decent property. What are you guys looking to do with that? Are you guys looking to possibly entertain a cash offer on that?
Well, right now I've got to come up there this weekend. The person who was there turned out not to be too good a tenant, and he's gone. And I've got to check the place out and see what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I have 5 properties, and out of my last one I bought, it was a duplex, and man, they tore that property up. They ripped everything out of it. They messed up my toilets. They ripped the stuff out of the wall. I know how tenants can really be a drain and a hassle on your life in general. Is that pretty much what's happened with this property, or did they just kind of just leave it and just not pay for it?
Well, he left. I had to tell him to get out, and he owed some rent. That's not that.
So I'm trying to find out whether or not there's damage to it.
It's a waste of time to be talking about that.
Got you. I understand. Well, this is the whole point of me calling you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Really, the whole point of this is that I'm interested in taking a look at the property. As you said, as you know, I'm an investor. You're an investor. I'm quite sure you're pretty good at what you do. But every once in a while, people are looking to liquidate and sell some of their properties, and we're looking to purchase. And really, a little bit what I do, we do one of 3 things. We either buy them, fix them up, and then flip them. But this one sounds probably more like step 2, which would be buy them, do a lighter rehab, and then go out there and rent them. Or every once in a while, because I'm so good at what I do, a lot of times other investors will reach out to me and say, hey, Tommy, can you please find me some of the properties that you have, and then we'll partner up with them, and then we'll go into that property together with a partnership. But either way, we always want to create win-win situations. So I want to be able to give you with the money that you think your property is worth, and as long as it fits with us, we're cash buyers, and we can move on the property quickly. So really, the next step in this point is just getting your permission to see if I can come out there and just put my eyes on the inside of the property, and maybe the one that's not rented.
Well, I've got your number. If I decide I want to sell, I can get in contact with you.
Okay. Do you mind if we just come take a look at the property?
No, it's not necessary now.
No.
Well, not till I decide if I'm going to sell or not. It's no point.
I hear that. So let me ask you this, because I don't want to take too much of your time. When do you think you might be able to come up with that decision?
I said I had your number. I'll let you know if I'm interested.
Okay. All right, Walter. Well, I appreciate you allowing me to speak with you for a little bit, and hopefully, when you do, you can give us a phone call back. You have my number saved, correct?
Yes, I do. I have it.
All right. Well, we'll touch back base with you, but I appreciate your time. All right. So Walter is not interested in selling right now, but we'll put in a note real quick. Where is he at? Sorry, right now I'm just making some notes in our file. Anybody want to come off mute while I'm doing this and ask any questions? You can do that now while I'm adding a note here. Anybody? Nobody has any questions?
I do.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Hey, okay, so I was driving for dollars today, and I saw a couple properties, wrote down the address, and looked up the owner of the property. But I was trying to skip trace him. I found a couple numbers, and usually it's either landline that just doesn't work, so I was just asking, like, if there's an absentee owner, could you possibly go to their mailing address and knock on the door, or you wouldn't, or that's something you wouldn't do?
No, it's something I would do if I really wanted that property. And maybe I'll do an Instagram live. Actually, there's a property I really need to go do that on. Not even gonna make any money off that property. So for a friend of mine, but hold on one second. Let me drag this field out. Okay, so yeah, that's something I definitely would do. And I'm sorry, I was typing. So who am I speaking to? I don't know.
I'm Ahmed.
Ahmed. So something I would do, Ahmed, if it's a property that's worth it, I don't make that a practice, because the time it's going to take you to drive and crisscross back and forth your city to go knock on people's doors. Like, do that for properties that you really want to get, right? Or you really have a good feeling that you can get them. The time that you're going to spend doing that, you're going to lose time in going to find and call other properties. Cool.
So what's your second option after you skip traced somebody and you couldn't find any good numbers for them?
Go find more properties.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, like, if you skip trace them and you can't find them, right? And you've exhausted all measures of trying to find them and you just can't find them. If you want to go out there and knock on their door, go ahead and do that. But if you don't want to do that, if you can't find them, you can't find them. There's some properties that, like, I know if I found the person that it's sold, I just can't find them. I haven't been able to find them yet. So, just working on them, but the main thing is just don't stop at that one property. God bless you, Chris.
Okay.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes.
What's your strategy for approaching a fire damage house? Did you find on?
Who's this? So I know I'm talking with Corey.
Corey, yes.
Okay, cool. So fire damage is a house that you're going to need a specific type of investor, because a lot of people, even investors that walk into houses that look like crap, they don't want to see fire damage, because a lot of investors try to get underneath the radar when it comes to fixing the home. But the good thing to know about fire damage is most of the time, and you can do this through just question and answer with the seller, is to find out whether or not they had insurance. And so one way to segue into that is say, hey, Corey, man, I went and saw the property, or if they told you it has fire damage. Corey, I understand it has fire damage. But really my main thing, Corey, is, do you have any mortgage-backed taxes, anything, any liens, maybe some things going on with insurance? Do you have anything going on with that we're going to need to take care of and we're going to need to pay off? And they will say, no mortgages, or insurance is up to date. Okay, so that's there's no reason for them to have an insurance lien, but I throw the insurance in there because I want to hear what they say about insurance.
Right. Thank you.
They say they have insurance. Oh, okay. So there's nothing going on with insurance. So, did insurance pay for the rehab already? Did they cut you a check already? Because if they didn't, I got somebody that can help you out, right? If they say yes, well, guess what? They've been paid for that already, right? So this is an opportunity for them to double up, right? So if they've been paid for that house, or at least the repair of it, they took that money and went on vacation to Disney World, they've already received some type of benefit from that. And now you can kind of position yourself to say, listen, hey, I know through conversation, I know you told me the insurance company paid you X amount of dollars. They probably paid you a decent amount to get the house fixed up. What I would like to do is just kind of offer you this, whatever that is, whatever that number is, based off of the repairs I think is needed, and then go from there. So you're making them know that that they got paid for it already.
So entice them to pocket the insurance claim and then make an offer on the remaining.
Well, honestly, if it's a house that's already burnt up and it's sitting
yeah,
there,
it's visibly burned down right now.
Yeah, they've already spent that money. Their bag's already packed. Just I used to be an insurance adjuster, right? So that's kind of how I know like the pricing of things. But that's typically what happens. They get that check. If that house is too bad, it's gone. They didn't spend that money.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, let me try. Anybody else?
Tommy, I got a question.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Cleon.
Cleon, what's up, man? You coming in broken. Bro, you sound like a transformer right now. I can't understand nothing. You're a Decepticon. I have no idea what you're saying. Yo, hello? Cleon, I think you're going to have to wait till you get into a better neighborhood, a better area, bro, because I can't hear anything you're saying. Unless it's me. And this is me. I don't think it's me. It's not me? All right. Yeah, Cleon, my man. Yeah, just wait till you get into a better area for reception. Someone else was about to say something?
Yeah, I have a quick question because I know you said that these numbers are from Greenville. So does skip trace work in Greenville? Because I think you were saying that the deeds, like probate, like getting the information from probate doesn't work in Greenville. I don't think they share that. No,
it's the list source. They don't get, list source doesn't show properties in Greenville or South Carolina in general. But these are from driving around and then skip tracing. So you still can skip trace. You can still skip trace. You just can't use list source as a way of pulling a list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with probate. All right, Cleon, I see you. Really bad signal. I'll hit you later. All right, no problem. All right, anybody got any questions? I'm gonna try to call a couple more. Hopefully we can get an appointment set. I thought Walter was gonna let me see the property. Walter shut me down. He said, no, not today. All right, let's call this one. And just please be mindful, because I keep having to put people on mute. Please be mindful that you put yourself on mute. Hold up, I was about to call that wrong number. So this is Julia Ann.
Hello?
Hey, Julia.
Yes.
How you doing, Julia? I know you're wondering, like, who the heck is this? My name is Tommy. I'm sorry for the call out of the blue, but I'm a local investor, and we came across your property on Leicester Avenue. And
Oh, yeah, I'm not interested. Thank you.
you're not interested at all?
Mm-mm. Thank you.
All right, Julia. You have a great night.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Julia was not having it. Julia said, leave me alone. Let me highlight that joint. We're going to call Julia back anyway, though. Okay, let me get this next one. So I hope you guys are seeing, this is real life. This is like what you have to do. So there's a lot of, hocus pocus on how to, same address as above. There's a lot of
Tommy, can you hear me?
Is this Cleon?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Listen, I'm at this property that I pass by all the time. It is it's way back here, and I want to know if it's worth even putting an offer in. It's essentially a brick foundation. I can't see what's going on. There's no driveway to get here. Can you see this on your screen at all or no?
It's just small. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh yeah, that's where the Blair Witch is at. Yeah, I see it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where people go to die.
And this is way out here. There's no mailbox or nothing. So I was like, I don't even know if this is even worth skipping at the moment. But I pass it all the time.
If you're freezing up, either you're freezing up or something's happening. Chainsaw massacre type situation. Are you there, Cleon? Can you hear us? Oh, they didn't got him. They didn't got him. Oh, Jesus. Cleon, my man, I think, is it worth skipping? I mean, why not try it, right? See if you can hook up with a builder. See if you can hook up with a builder that might want to build on that property. If that area is an area where look for an area where they're building new townhomes or new homes. And then if that's an area that looks like that, then yeah, why not? Skip traces isn't that expensive. And a very affluent town. So yeah, heck yeah, why not? If it's an affluent town, go find new construction that's still under construction. So go find new construction that's still under construction. If you guys go on Instagram Live, if you go to my Instagram page tonight and go on my live, and you'll see that is a property that I went into, spoke with a buyer about, and that's exactly what she does. Here's the cool thing, man, because I talk all day. Here's the cool thing about builders, right? So you know how we do the, ARV times 0.7, whatever, right? And they want that 30% profit margin. Here's the cool thing about builders. They don't really adhere to that model as much. It's normally a certain price point that they're working for. So as long as they hit that price point, they're okay with it. It might not even make 30%. Here's a good example. So today, let me go to my calculator. I went to this property, and you'll see it on Instagram Live. You'll hear her talk the numbers. She bought 2 lots for $66,000. They were back to back, right? They split the lot, or she bought 1 lot and they split it, right? And so 1 lot is worth 33, the other one is worth 33 for a total of 66. So the 1 lot that she already built the house on she paid $33,000 for it. Okay. Now she paid $33,000 on it, and she told me she spent $110 a square foot building it. Right now, it's 1,750 square feet. So 1,750 square feet times $110 per square foot equals $192,500. That's how much that's how much it cost her, not including the land, to build the property. Okay, $192, and you'll see If you go to my Instagram live, she did very nice finishes on it. Okay. So 192,500 plus the 33,000. Okay, plus the 33,000 for the land. She's all in it for, you know, more or less 225,500. Now she's in all cash, so she's not paying any financing or anything like that, right? She doesn't have any holding costs as far as a mortgage or anything like that, because that's $225,000 came out of her actual account. Okay, so she sold it for, I think it was 285. She told me. If she goes back on the live, it's somewhere between 275, 285, something like that. So let's just say it's 285. So 285,000. If this is a traditional flip, I would times that times 0.7. It means she would need to be all in at 199.5 for this to be an attractive deal in my market. Okay, but she was in for. Quincy Jones knows all. Okay, no problem. She was all in it for 225. So the difference there is a $60,000 profit. Now builders will do this because builders know it's a brand new construction. When they put it on the market, it's probably going to go. Okay, and it did. It lasted on the market for one day. She had like 4 or 5 offers on it, all in one day. So she's doing the exact same thing at the house next to it. Exact same thing. Same floor plan, pretty much the same exact house. Okay, so Cleon, the reason why I'm telling you this is because you can go and find a builder that's still in the process of building and introduce this property. Get it under contract first, obviously, and then introduce this property to them and then project and say, hey, listen, I saw you're doing this over here on Main Street, and you got this project already going. I know you're probably going to complete it in the next couple of months. Here's land not too far away from there. You already know what the comps are going for. And you know, you could do the exact same thing there and just try to pitch it to them at that point. Okay. But you just got land is very, very particular. A lot of the average flipper wants a house. When you find someone like I found, actually me and Crystal found yesterday, when you find someone like that, that's someone you want to hold on to, and because they're willing to purchase land and they're going to build it in lots. You know, a lot of times are easy to sell because most people don't know what to do with them. All right, cool. Warren, you saw that. Awesome. I hope that helped, Cleon. Let me try and call one more, and then we're just going to open this up to Q&A. It's called Noah. What in the world?
Thank you for calling Noah's Pest Control. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 9.
Oh, so Noah, that's Noah's Pest Control. Noah owns his own company. So Noah has 2 numbers. So that's a lot of 4s in one number. Good Lord, I'm about to blow this thing up. Dang, I ain't never seen that many 4s in one. Come on, Noah.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
64444444222 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Noah, how are you doing? My name is Tommy, and I know this is kind of a call that's out of the blue there, but I came across your property at on State Park, and I would really, really like that property. I'd love to be able to speak to you about maybe possibly purchasing that property. I'm an investor looking to purchase a property here in that area. If you can give me a phone call back at 305-316-8762. Once again, 305-316-8762. I'd love to speak with you about that, and hopefully we can get together and do something with it. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and kind of open this thing up here for some Q&A and maybe do some role playing in between with you guys. It is now 7:36 Eastern Standard Time, and I don't want to spend the whole call with you guys just watching me dial. So anybody got any other questions on here?
Hey, Tommy, it's Leon again.
Okay, what's up, man?
I actually want to know, do you find that evening, like right now, is a good time for cold calling?
Yeah.
They get good results around this period?
Between 5 to 8. 5 to 8. So my goal tomorrow, I'm going to be calling throughout the day tomorrow. I kind of set my schedule up so tomorrow I don't have any appointments. I called, set myself up tomorrow. So my goal tomorrow is to call 100 properties like this tomorrow. And I'll get through 100. It's not going to be fun. I'll be sitting in the same spot for a long time. But I want to show you guys this. Unfortunately, no one, except for I think one or two people answered the phone. But that's pretty much about, standard. I think I called, 7, 8 numbers or something like that. So, you just got to keep picking up the phone. Keep picking up the phone, keep calling, keep dialing, leaving voicemails. Somebody from this will eventually call me back. I'm not giving too much detail over the phone, right? I just tell them I'm an investor. I saw their property. So, if they're interested in selling it at all, they'll give me a phone call back. All right. But yeah, this is a good time to call. Most people are off of work. Cool. Somebody all right. Hold up. Keeps moving. I just have a number here. This 507. Yeah. If you can lower your hand here, I'm gonna lower your hand and take you off mute. There you go. You're off mute.
Yo, Tommy, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, so I have a question with the typical, like with the numbers, right? When you do like the 70% rule, do you always have to do that, or is there like another way? Because I found that if you're just using the 70% rule on every deal, you got to talk to like the motivated of the motivated to sell at that price. So could I like do some deals where I take the ARV and I put the percentage of what the investor wants to make on the flip? So say it's a flip and the investor want to make 15 to 20%. So I take ARV minus 15 to 20% of what the investor want to make. Then I take out the closing costs. So 3% on the front end when they buy it, 3% when they sell it. That's 6%. Plus if they list it with a realtor and sells it, that's another 3%. So I take 9% off of that and on the repairs. Could I do some deals like that or just stick to the 70% rule?
So what you're doing is too much to find out whether or not it's a deal or not. So that's good. All that's good information to figure out, to kind of be educated on what it looks like on the back end. But because of all that, the real estate cost of 6%, the closing cost of 3%, cost on money, because of that, that's precisely why in my market, you need to be at that 70%, because that gives the end investor 30% gross profit, not net profit. So 30% gross profit. So let's just say it's $100,000 ARV and they're able to sell it at $100,000, but they're all in, meaning they purchased it, paid you your fee, and renovated it for $70,000, right? That's really not the all in. That's the all in to get into the property. But really on the back end, If they use hard money, they've spent money
Yeah.
on interest, right?
Okay.
They've done, you know, like you said, 6% plus the 3%, it's a total of 9%. So off a $100,000 sale, that's already $9,000 out of the remaining, out of the 30,000. So they're already down to $21,000 profit.
All right.
And then, so, but that's all stuff. That's why in the back end and fix and flippers, their real profit, depending on how, you know, because 30% of $100,000 is a lot different number than 30% of a $400,000 house, right? So it just really depends on the sale of it, right? But generally, their profit is somewhere between 15 to 18%.
15 to 18%.
Gross is 30, but what they're able to put in their pocket, 15 to 18.
Okay.
So we're knowing that now you can see why a lot of investors don't really want to do anything less than, especially on a lower end property where, you know, if their gross is supposed to get 30, but really they're going to make 15 to 18, right?
Yeah, but also if like you got cash buyers that's only buying properties 30% off market value, they probably not buying a lot of properties, right? Because you got some that can buy at 75, 80%.
Hold on. I want to make sure you understand this. What do you mean by 30% off market? They're not. All right, explain to me what you just said, because maybe I misunderstood you there.
Okay, so what I mean is with like the 70% rule, right? So that's 30% off market value, right?
That's not what they're purchasing it for. That's including the rehab cost.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean by that, right? Just if you're not, let me know, because I want to make sure that we're clear.
Nah.
Okay, perfect. So let me do this real quick. Because if you're not sure, then there's somebody else on this call who's not sure as well. Okay. All right. So you got this house, right? And this is the ugly house, right? So the windows are broken out, right?
All right.
Okay. So they're not. Let's just say the ARV for this area is $100,000, right? So 30% off, or 70% of that, you can use it however you want to word it, right? Is what?
70,000.
70,000. So they can't buy this house at 70,000. Well, that's an ugly 70, right? So what the way you phrased your sentence told me that maybe you're thinking that the end investor is buying this property at 70,000. No, that's not the case. They have to buy it for way less than that. They have to be in it, including buying it, plus your fee, plus repairs for 70,000. So this 70,000 is like where they want to stop at. Like this is like the stopping point, right? They don't want to go any part. They don't want to spend 71,000. They want to spend a maximum of 70,000. If they can spend less, that's great. But within this 70,000 is repairs. You got to account for repairs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got to account for your fee. What? No, hold up. I don't know what just happened there. Okay. You got to account for your fee. Yo, why is this doing this? You know what that is, fee.
Yeah.
Right? And
so
then
repairs and fee.
And then you also got to account for the actual acquisition of the house, like the cost of the house. You understand? So it's the seller's fee, if you can just want to put it like that. I'm put seller's fee, okay? So the seller's fee might be whatever whatever the seller wants that makes sense. So this is why you got to know how much repairs cost. This is why you got to know where you're going to be at, because all these things is when you're going to subtract out of this 70,000. You're going to subtract the repairs, subtract your fee, and subtract the seller's fee, and that's going to equal the MAO, with the maximum allowable offer.
Right.
Okay? So they can't purchase it for you from 70 and then spend $15,000 on repairing it and it'd be a good deal. So this property right here, you're going to have to probably, let's say the repairs are $30,000 and you want to make, so that brings minus 30,000 off the 70. That's going to give you 40,000, right? So then you want to make $10,000. So that's going to leave you 30,000. So that means the seller is going to get $30,000.
Right.
Is that You
Okay.
good?
Yeah. So I get that, but can't like some buyers, right? Can't some buyers buy at 75% of the ARV,
It
right?
depends on your market. And you're
Okay.
right. There's some buyers that can. Normally, large hedge fund companies, they're going to buy in B-class neighborhoods. They're going to purchase that property, and they practice off of an acquisition strategy that is based off of appreciation. So they're buying a property in a B-class neighborhood because they know it's going to appreciate, and they're going to hold it for a certain amount of years. They're willing to spend a little bit more money on it, and they're going to sell it in 6, 7, 8 years. They're going to rent it,
Okay.
sell it for 7 years, but it's in a nice neighborhood. So they're
Right.
taking the risk that the market is going to go up, and we're not going to hit another 2008 where the market tanks. So they'll do
Right.
that because they have billions of dollars, right? They're normally larger companies, and they can withstand the loss and hold on. But your normal fix and flipper is not going to do that, especially at this lower price point. Now we're talking about let's say a $400,000 ARV, right? What is that? What's 75% of that? Let me see. So 400 times point. That's stupid. $300,000, right? I could did that math. So now maybe at a larger price point, maybe they're willing to go in all into this. So if they did a 0.75 here, I hope you guys are paying attention to this. If they do a 0.75, that would be 300K, right? So what's the difference between if they're all in, if they did the repairs, your fee and the seller's fee of 300,000, the difference between 300 and 400,000 is $100,000. I don't care who you are, if 0.7 or 0.75, $100,000 is still $100,000, right?
Right.
But over here, a 0.75 is only $25,000 because it's only $100,000 ARV, right? And once they pay closing costs and seller all the real estate costs and all those other things, once they spend all that money, they're probably averaging $3,000 a month. They can go work at Walmart and make that. See what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, I was just wondering. I was just wondering, like, should I do 70% off every deal that I get through my pipeline, or?
Yes, you probably should. What market are you in again? You're in.
Yep, Augusta.
Right? Yeah, you should be doing 70. Augusta is not a market. Normally, when you go higher, it's like Miami, New York, LA, those areas, like the bigger, like A-class cities. That's what you do that.
All right, got it.
Okay, cool. All right, let me stop sharing so I can see everybody else. Somebody else had their hand up. Raina, how are you doing? I'm lowering your hand and I am unmuting you, or I'm trying to unmute you. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Got you.
Okay. I hate cold calling. I hate it with a passion.
I do too, Raina.
I hate it. And I love that you have done this. I was able to catch a class with you doing this because it kind of shows the difficulties of doing it. Kind of the tension and stress and the anticipation of wondering if they're going to answer. What are you going to say? And how to handle the seller when they actually answer the phone. And kind of like what you demonstrated is like, hey, you call a lot and sometimes you don't get any results. What is the best way to deal with these feelings and emotions, as well as would you recommend anyone what is the best way to handle it? I guess that's the first part of my question.
Drinking. No, I'm just playing. Don't do that.
And I've tried that already. No, sorry, it doesn't work.
You know what it is? Do you currently work, Raina?
I'm a realtor. I mean, and it's weird. I'm a real estate agent. I've never had to cold call as a realtor ever.
Yeah.
But doing this, you got to do it.
Yeah. So, can you remember your first, maybe your first showing or listing, or the first time you had to deal with a client?
Oh yeah. How
nervous you were about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, how did you get through that?
At the time I had a broker that kind of helped me along with it. As real estate agents, you have a broker that kind of they help you with it in a way. You have someone to call, someone's like right there.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what this is. And so what we're going to do, Raina, right now, live. You asked for it. It's not me. I didn't. It's not my fault. It's your fault. We're gonna do some role playing right now. Okay. And
Okay.
so we're gonna kind of work through this right now. You are the wholesaler, and I'm the potential buyer. Guess what? I'm gonna pick up. Just a little surprise there. So
Okay.
calling in whatever your market is, and you don't know. You just know you have an address. It's 123 Main Street, and you're interested in buying it, and you're trying to get through this. Remember, the point of this call. Remember, this is the first time you call them. The point of this call is not to get a contract. The point of this call is to qualify and to set the appointment. Okay, qualify and set the appointment.
Okay.
So qualifying meaning that you want to let them know that you're an investor, and in so many words that you're not paying retail. Okay, you don't have to say that. Hey, I don't have to say, Raina, I ain't paying retail, but I can let you know that without being so direct, to let you know, okay, obviously this is an investor. I need to make some money. So if they're okay with that, then you set the appointment. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know if you have that script, but we're gonna rock with it right now. Ring, ring, ring. Hello.
Yes. Can I speak to John at 123 Main Street?
Nah, John ain't here. John ain't here. You got the wrong number. Click.
Oh,
Raina,
okay.
we're
Yes.
gonna stop right there. Here's why I did that. You assume that first of all, my name is Tommy, but you assume.
Well, I was role playing. Sorry. I know what your name is. I was just,
Oh, okay. You assume that whoever picks up the phone, unless you distinctly hear that this is, like, let's say you were calling a girl,
Okay.
you hear my voice. Obviously, either I have some thyroid issues, or I'm obviously not a girl, right? So
Right.
make sure, just assume that whoever you're talking to is the person. If you notice, every time someone picked up, I just said whoever they were, right? And I just acted like I knew who they were, and they're like, "Yeah, hello, who's this?" Right? Because you're gonna get that person who didn't pay their car note, and they think that you're calling them to repossess their car and they're just gonna hang up.
I got you.
That decreases your chance of speaking to people. It's already hard enough to get people on the phone. You want to increase your chances as much as possible. So if I'm calling you, Raina, and you pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Raina, how are you doing?" With excitement, because they're going to be like, "Man, is this that dude I gave the number to in the club? Or I can't remember. I thought I gave him the wrong number." You know what I'm saying? You just want enough space for you to get in there and talk your talk, right? And let them, get to your spiel. All right?
Okay.
All right, let's try this again. So you're just assuming it's me. You know it's me. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hey, Tommy, this is Raina giving you a call. Was calling to see if you're interested in selling your property on 123 Main Street.
Oh, okay. Raina, what's up?
Well, I am an investor looking for properties in the area, and I came across your property and was very interested in it. Have you ever thought about selling it?
I kicked the idea around about a year ago, but I tried to sell it. I did one of the what's those things called? Those starts with an F. The FISBO.
Oh, for sale. Oh, you tried to sell it yourself.
Yeah, I tried to sell it myself, and we just had people over there just giving us lowball offers. I'm not in a real rush to sell it, but if someone hit me with a good number, I might do it.
Well, why did it not work out? You said the lowball offers. What exactly are you looking for?
I mean, I think the market. I don't know. I know there's a property around the corner. Here's what it is. I saw on Zillow that the house around the corner sold for 180, and so I know that the market will bring that. Now I know my house doesn't look like that house, but I was trying to. I think I can get for at least like a 150, 155.
Okay, now I can understand where you may have had a problem selling it before. The house on 125 Main Street that you're speaking of actually is quite larger and has extra bedrooms that your current property doesn't have. That may have been an issue as to why you may have not been able to sell it before, but I'm an investor looking to purchase properties, and I can close quick, and I can definitely get you an offer pretty fast. Would you be interested in that?
Yeah. What do what are you offering?
Well, before I make my offer, I was trying to get a feel for what were your
Oh, Raina, did I lose you?
get a feel on your expectations. Yeah, it lost me a bit. My phone rang. Um, I was trying to get a feel on your expectations on what you're looking for.
I think I lost you again, Raina.
Yeah, my phone keeps ringing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, I was trying to see what your expectations were to in selling the property. But what are you looking for? What kind of profit are you trying to get from your property?
Well, like I said, I mean, I thought a fair price was 150 to 155. But you tell me what you want to do, what you want to offer, and we can go from there.
Well, what I would like to do, to be honest with you, is to take a look at the property first and to make some to determine exactly what I would like to offer. I just don't make offers on the phone without looking at a property. Do you have a few minutes to schedule an appointment with me to sit down and we can talk, and I can also walk your property at the same time?
Man, Raina, here's the problem. I live about an hour and a half away from the property without traffic. Um, it would definitely need to be some time like on
Oh
a
my goodness.
um, I'd really would like, because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to make sure that, if I come all the way out there, that it's something that at least I'm entertaining. Is there a way that you can just go see the property without me, and then we can kind of talk numbers, and then if we think that we're close, then we can do something there? So I had some other body, like
Yes, I think.
another guy named Michael that called me, and Sharmaine called me as well, and they're both said that they were like buyers, and I just don't want to waste my time, and drive an hour and a half there, hour and a half back. I mean, how it is. It's just time consuming.
Well, I am not sure what your other buyers have, intentions are, but I can go buy the property myself. Is it accessible?
Oh yeah, this back door is open.
Can I get into the property?
Yeah, the back
Okay,
door is
back doors.
open.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, what I will do is I will schedule a callback time with you, and I will go by the property tomorrow. Is tomorrow around 5:30 a good time to follow up with you?
Yeah. I think 5:30. Can you make it 6? Because that give me a little more time to get inside the house and get situated.
Okay, so I'll give you a call tomorrow at 6. I will go by and take a look at the property, and then we can reconvene our conversation, and maybe we can come together on a deal and get it off your hands. It sounds like you really want to get rid of it.
I mean, if it's a good price, we'll move. So I'm not desperate, but yeah, I'd like to sell it.
Okay, well, I have you down for tomorrow at 5:30. I'm gonna go by there and I'm gonna take a look at it, and hopefully we can close the deal. And like I said, hopefully we can make each other happy.
All right, I like that. All right, Raina, take care. All right, so because of your real estate skills, sounds like you have good phone skills, right? In talking. So I don't think you're really going to have a problem. I think what you just need to do is you just need to jump and start. And you're going to realize that, guess what? You don't get cursed out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just going to happen. Sometimes people are going to be rude. Some people are going to start off nice, and then it's just going to go downhill. I forgot the guy's name already. That's how unimportant he is, right? The guy that we were talking, and going good, and then he's like, "No, I got your number," right? And I try again. I always try to try at least twice, right?
Okay.
He said, "Well, I said I have your number." Oh, okay. So now you're getting a little grimy. All right. So, all right, we'll back it up. I don't want to ruin it. Let you know, okay, we got your number. Please save my number, and we'll give you a phone call back, and then we hang up. So sometimes those things happen. right? But the biggest thing is that, guess what? They're over the phone. They can't hurt you. They can't kill you. They hang up. Who cares? I promise you, it's not the only deal out there. So don't feel like you're losing a deal. I think that's probably the biggest fear. I think people are feeling like, oh, I'm going to lose this deal. I'm going to lose this deal. Guess what? It's probably not a deal. Most of the numbers that I know,
Right.
I look at it, I say, okay, most of these are not a deal. It's just the numbers. It's just facts. It's not that I don't want it to be. I wish all my numbers were deals, but the facts state that most of them aren't. So why get so wrapped up around something that probably isn't a deal anyway?
That's true. And it's funny because a lot of people that do answer the phone, it's not a deal. I mean, the ones that I actually get a hold of and go to the appointments, they want too much for their properties.
Yep. You're absolutely right. All right. So hopefully that helped out a little bit.
Oh, it was awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Hold on. Ramona said, do you expect to get a potential deal out of 100 calls? Absolutely. Yes. That when I focus on, if it's 100 good, out of 100 good numbers, there's 2 or 3 deals in there, without a doubt. Okay. You just got to get to them. And now those 2 to 3 deals might come over the course of 2 or 3 months, because I might call them and no one answers. And that one person I called that they didn't answer because, their 2-year-old kid just took their diaper off and took a crap on the floor, and that's why they didn't answer. When I call them back next month, they might answer. Maybe they bought better diapers, right? And so now they're going to answer, and now I can get that deal. So yeah, it's definitely deals in there. A landlord someone that is doing, yep. Okay. What do you guys use for skip tracing? Skip tracing, Ben Verified, True People Search, REI Skip for batch. Yeah. Keep doing it. Eventually you will get more comfortable. Yep. You're right, Sharon.
Hey, this is Drake. I have a quick question.
Okay, Drake.
So once you get your first or second deal, when do you feel like you should start scaling up as far as your business and adding people to your business? Let it be like a virtual assistant or just local people that you know that could help you out. When do you feel like it's a good time to start scaling?
Man, that's a whole course in itself that I promise you I'm still going through. A lot of times when I'm on the phone with my mentors, that's what I'm talking about. Is how to effectively add people and what to have them do. So here's what if you're the person that's going to bear the brunt of everything, meaning like I have 2 other people that are on my team now, but I bear the brunt of the expense. So you got to be able to handle that. So that's really going to depend on what systems you're using, right? Do you have REI Rail, for example? It's going to cost you $100 a month. How many lists are you going to buy? Can you afford to spend $500-$600 on lists every single month? If you're going to use bandit signs, are you spending $100 every single week on bandit signs? So that's kind of a broad question because I don't know your marketing strategy and what you plan on. Like I started doing Facebook marketing, right? I thought I was doing something at $1,000 a month on Facebook marketing. And then I talked to another Facebook expert. He said, nah, you need to be doing probably $100 a day in Facebook marketing, right? So it just depends on your strategy and what you feel like you can withstand.
That makes sense. So it's basically like if you're able to afford the resources to keep them busy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I understand. Gotcha.
So if you want to start on a lower scale, you can just have Deal Machine?
Yeah, I do got Deal Machine. Mm-hmm.
So if you have Deal Machine, you can add deal finders and then employ people to upload. I think if you have the basic one, you can have up to 3 deal finders. And then they can find properties for you. Oh, up to 5. Warren says up to 5. And I got you, Warren. I see your hand up there too, man. I'm not ignoring you. So you can have up to 5 deal finders and they can go out and scout properties for you. The problem is that how do you keep them motivated? Because that most of the properties they're going to find are probably not going to work. So they're going to do it for a couple of days. They're going to get excited with the potential of making money. But if you don't slide them some cash and pay them, they're quickly going to fall off because they're like, man, I'm not wasting my gas and driving around for 2-3 hours and not ever getting paid, right? So my advice is to just be able to have enough stored up where you can bear the brunt of the cost. I just signed up today with we're going to be spending about $2,200. It's probably going to come out to, right, for eviction list for the whole year for 2 counties. Right?
Okay.
So when you're ready to do that, you might be ready to do it now, right? So if you're ready to do that, then you know every month you're going to have fresh leads. Right? So it's just depending on how you want to run your business.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Warren, what's up?
I am now. I got a question on this ARV thing. Finding the ARVs in these neighborhoods. We driving for dollars, so a lot of these neighborhoods may not have houses that have been recently built comparable to make comparisons on. So what do we do in this situation? Do we just, cause we need all ARVs so that we can determine the amount the investor pays and the amount that we determine what we should make on our fee. So it's very important. Cause I talked to some cash buyers. They're not worrying about my numbers. They say they're gonna do their own thing, but I need to know, is this a good deal for me or not? So like if I got a house on 123 Main Street and it's no comparisons, do you just forget about that or you try to come up with a formula?
So how are you coming up with the conclusion that there's zero comparisons there?
There's no there's no houses that have been sold recently in that area in the last 6 months.
But how are you finding that information? What sources have you used to find that information?
I look on Realtor.com or Zillow.
Okay, so Realtor.com and Zillow only have a fraction of how many houses have actually been sold. So have you contacted a realtor or do you have access to the MLS to find out? And you're in Southern Georgia, right? Or you're in South Fulton.
I'm in the deck, bro.
Okay, my bad. All right, I'm throwing up gang signs over there. But so in that area, you're going to have 2 different MLSs. You're going to have the Georgia MLS and the FMLS. So sometimes properties, it's weird, some properties will be on FMLS and won't be on Georgia MLS and vice versa. So you're going to have to really find someone who has access to both of them to get those knocked out.
Yeah, my neighbor has access to the MLS, but she's not interested. She's retired, so I tried to get her. And I'm reaching out now in the realtor zone.
What do you mean she's not interested?
I approached her and asked her, could she look up properties to give me some comps, and I would pay her, but she says she's not doing that anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just gotta put a gun to her head. No, don't do that. But you just find another person. Find another realtor.
I'm looking for realtors on here in the Atlanta metro area.
All right. Well, yeah, shoot me the property. I'll look it up for you, man.
All right.
So yeah, that's that. So we'll find that information. Don't ever give up on Zillow is all you got. You're gonna have to work with it, but really, you guys should be finding a realtor. You really need to. If you're not a realtor, you really need to start building relationships with a realtor. All right. Add that to your team. Right. All right. Let me try to knock out some of these questions because I'm getting ready to get off here. Compare apples to apples. What do you think of? Yep, Yusuf. That's a good phrase right there. Also, that's a good point. So Yusuf wrote in here, what do you think it would take to get your property in HGTV condition? So on that script that's in the course, I kind of freestyle and I'll put things based on where the conversation goes. The main part of that script is that beginning portion because that sets the tone and gets you into the door. The other parts of the script, depending on how much time the person has, depending on how, if I feel like they're trying to rush me off the phone, I won't say all those things in there. So if I feel like I'm having a really good conversation and they're, a really good conversation and they're, I feel like we can just talk for hours, then I'm gonna go through everything in that script because I can get a lot of good information from that. But like my man, when we're on the phone, I forgot what his name was, and he's now starting to get a little irritated. Then I'm just going to cut to the chase. I'm going to go right to trying to set the appointment. Okay, so so knowing when to use some of those things is important. That's the thing too when calculating price. What year do the water heater? Oh, okay. So water heaters last about 10 years. So the cool thing about water heaters on the little stamp, Sharmaine, is they'll see the date that they were manufactured. If you see something that is, the water heater was built in or made in 2003, they're going to have to factor that into your cost. And HVAC's roughly about the same thing as well. HVAC sometimes can last a little bit longer if they're maintained well. Ask how much you would think the repairs would cost. Yep, you could do that. Very good. Walt, that's the, okay. I wanted a closing attorney to get an assignable contract, and they told me they don't because they think it's illegal. So that closing attorney is an idiot. And I don't know why you did that, because we have assignable contracts in the course. Oh my gosh, man. They're right there. Like right there. Like as soon as you get in the course, top joint, it says downloadable joints, and it says assignable contract. So just click on that and you got your assignable contract. You don't even need to go to attorney. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. You put that in there. Sorry, I'm just going one by one. Guess good to partner, help with expense. Yep. I have family in Georgia. I can link you. Okay, cool. Andre, appreciate that. Okay, for perfect. Oh, Andre was saying for a realtor. All right, so there you go. So if you don't want to give it to me, Lauren, then you're good. You can use Andre's contact as well. All right. So let me slide through, make sure nobody else got their hands up. Rob physically got his hands up. He's like, no, right here. I got you, Rob. Go ahead. Let me unmute you. In the future, there's a little way that you can do this where you can put your hand up virtually and I get a notification so I can see it. For some reason, I can't unmute you, Rob. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I have myself muted to make sure I don't want to interrupt nobody.
I appreciate you, man.
All right. Like I said earlier, this is my first time doing this thing, and I've been intrigued about this wholesaling thing about 2 months now.
Okay.
I've been taking my time with it, and I've been out driving for dollars, and I got a couple of numbers away on my county website, but I'm not sure if that's I know that's not the only way I can get phone numbers. What's another way I can get phone numbers besides the county website? I don't think I'm asking the right question.
Because you can't, if you can get numbers from the county website, that's dope. I've never been able to get, so maybe I've gotten people's name and address from the county website, but their phone numbers, I've always had to use some type of skip tracing service.
Well, I think that's what I did. I put I Google searched their name and some numbers came up, or some family members came up, and that's how I got a couple numbers, but I got no answers or nobody answered the phone. Another question I have is, when I go on the county website and it's more than one person that's on as the owner of the property, is that like a trust fund or something that they have going on with that, or what?
No, if it's a trust fund, you probably don't see their name. You probably just see, ABC Trust or such and such family trust. But if you have two different people's names, a lot of times it's either husband and wife or partners, or it might be a business partner, brother and sister.
Okay.
So either one of them, you want to try to skip trace and contact.
Yeah, so, I found one that had 6 names on it. I was like, man, I don't know which direction to go. Okay.
So 6 names on there. That's a lot of people to contact. That's the job, right? That's exactly this. So everybody wants it to be easy. I'm not saying you do, but that's just part of it, man. You find those properties, you just got to skip trace them and try to just go through those numbers.
All right.
I'm, like I said, tomorrow, my goal is to call 100 properties. I know going into it, the vast majority of them are not going to work, but that's just what I accept.
Yeah. I set a small goal for myself every day. I said, try to find 10 properties a day when I get off work. Before I come home, I go looking for like 10 a day, and I come up I come up with them. I get stuck, get home and start doing my research on them.
Yeah.
With your course and everything, I go in at my own leisure.
Yes.
Okay.
At your own leisure. All the modules are already unlocked. It's not, like some courses, they want to unlock the modules like once a week to try to draw it out. Nah, you get all that stuff, all that goodness, all right there. So,
all right, man.
All
right, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. A couple people put in the chat. I would suggest that you look in the chat. Fast people search. I don't know who. Somebody put an email in there. Oh, I guess maybe that's a person who's an agent for you, Warren. Fast people search is one. You can use True People Search. You can use Ben Verified. Ben Verified, you have to pay. True People Search is free.
True People Search.
All right, Sean, can you go ahead and put yourself back on mute if you don't mind? All right. And let me get Sean's. What's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's going on? I had a question for you too.
Right.
So from the first day that I went driving for dollars, which is back in September, there was a house that I saw, and it was owned by like National California Bank. But it is still vacant right now, which is like 7 months later. Do you normally call banks to see if you could see what's going on with the properties?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be the wrong person to ask. I've never done that. I've never gone through the banks. And maybe it's the wrong thing to do. It's just because of the people that I've talked to that have done that. When the banks sell their properties off, a lot of times these larger investors are selling them they're buying bulk. And so because I never felt comfortable, offering that, then I've just never gone after it. Maybe it's not the right thing to do, but I wouldn't be able to really guide you on that because that's not something I've done.
All right, cool.
Cool. Yusef, you're right. The higher the barrier of entry, the bigger the reward. All right. So are we good? I think I got everybody. I don't see anything else in the chat. I don't see anybody else's hand up. And all right, cool. Oh, hold on, Ahmed. All right, we're gonna do this last one. This boy getting hungry.
Sorry, man.
No
Okay.
problem.
So what I was gonna ask you, do you have what kind of goals do you set for yourself? So from the time you wake up, you do this full time, right?
Correct.
From the time you wake up till the time you go to sleep, what do you do? Do you target yourself some goals every day, or what do you do?
It depends on the day. So obviously, just like everybody else, I have family obligations, and I really honestly
Right.
I really don't have a life besides this. So my goals of the day. Here's a good goal that I try to shoot for. Let me see. I just want to show you so make sure I'm not lying. Go to my deal machine. I think the last person just said it, that they try to upload or try to find 10 properties, right? Per every day. So I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So
34 added 19 mail sent.
Yep. So I did more than I normally. This is per day. Now this is what I did for today. Okay. So the goal is at least 10. It depends on how you want to break it up, right? If you're going to do this every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a day gives you 50 a week, right? It gives you 200 a month. So that right there, I think, is a really solid goal. Finding 10 properties, possibles, right? And and then from those properties, going ahead and skip tracing them using Deal Machine. I'm sending postcards, and a lot of times I'm doing postcards and I'm calling them.
So you found those 34 driving for dollars today?
So I found 34 for driving for dollars today. Yes, correct. 19 of them I mailed. I sent out 19 mailers today.
So every day your goal is to drive for dollars, find as many properties as you can?
No, for me, so let me speak from pre-teaching courses and stuff like that, right? So pre-teaching courses, my goal was originally was 100 properties every single month, okay?
Okay.
But 100 properties that I'm skip tracing, calling, and trying to put as many offers as possible out on that list, right?
Okay.
Now it's a little different because I speak, I have one-on-one clients, I got the course. There's a whole bunch of other things that I do, right? I have other businesses, right? So there's a whole bunch of other things that I do besides just this. So day to day it changes. So I might look at my schedule. Like today I had phone conferences I had meetings, from 11 to 4, like back to back to back to back to back, right?
Okay.
So then I had to squeeze in my time to do what I needed to do. So it's just your life, I'm quite sure, and everybody else's life on here, you're going to have to find the time. Like some of you might have kids where you got to take them to soccer practice or football practice or something like that, or cheerleading practice, right?
Yeah.
You guys are in the military, or you might get called in. You just got to figure out how you want to do it.
Yeah.
But I think your goal should be a minimum of 100 new properties uploaded every single month, a minimum.
Okay.
Like if you're not doing that, you're not doing that. And when I say that, I mean, that's 100 properties that you're just finding, but 100 properties that you're actually calling.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't talking about like what do you do in your personal time. I was just saying like when it comes to the work environment, you just drive for dollars and skip trace and then set up appointments, right?
I drive for dollars. Honestly, right now, I have someone on our team that does most of our skip tracing. I don't do the skip tracing as much. I go on appointments. I talk with buyers. I'll go to meetings, buy lists. I do regular real estate work. So my point is that I'm trying to give you, not right now where I'm at. I'm trying to give you what was I doing when I was in your position, in your shoes.
Okay.
So in your shoes, what I was doing was solely when I first started, was solely just driving for dollars. And then eventually I ended up buying lists and doing RVMs.
Okay. Awesome.
And on the RVMs, I think at the time when I first started, I was doing like 12 to 1,500 calls. Like I would buy a list that was 12 to, maybe 2 lists that total about 12 to 1,500. I know it was no more than 1,500.
After the skip trace, then you do the ringless voicemail?
I would, skip trace and then ringless voicemail. Correct.
Okay.
And then those numbers I would call along with my driving for dollars leads are a lot better.
Okay. All right. And you usually get them from list source, right?
The driving for
No,
dollars.
just that any other list besides driving for dollars.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay. Awesome. All right, man. Thank you so much, man.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
So this is really the last one. I just put down your hand. I can't unmute you. Calendar. Hello? I don't know. I can't unmute you. You got to unmute yourself. Hello? Calendar girl. That's the name that's on here. And I unmuted you. I put your hand down, but I can't unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? You got a question? Once. Going twice. Sold. All right. All right, everybody. I will leave this open. I will leave this chat open. If you are in the Atlanta area, or if you want to travel, we're doing next Wednesday. The coaching call will be held live at the E-Complex. We're doing, we didn't do it last month because of the Social Proof Conference, but next month next week, next Wednesday, we'll be doing this coaching call from the E-Complex. We're going to be doing our monthly meetup and game night. Actually, they were just texting me. I need to make sure I confirm that we're going to have an appraiser. So Warren, might be a good one for you to come to. Anybody have appraisal issues, ARV problems? Hopefully, after I confirm with her tonight, have an appraiser, a licensed appraiser, come in there and drop some knowledge on how they look at it and how they evaluate properties, so you can get a little bit better understanding of that. So that'll be live at the E-Complex. It's 3400 West Hospital Road or Hospital Avenue in Chamblee, Georgia, which is a northern section of Atlanta. If you are in the area, please make the drive out and come out there, and we'll do some real estate stuff and, mixing up and some game night as well. If you're not, then you can obviously come on the call and you'll see it there. You just won't be able to, Sharmaine say time and cost. There is no cost, Sharmaine. We're trying to give you this game, right? So there's no cost. The time starts 7 o'clock promptly. We will open up the doors at 6:30. Listen, all right, I know how some of us are. 7 o'clock really, I think it really means 7:30. 7 o'clock means 7 o'clock. I'm military, so I should say 1900. I just guess, right? So 7 o'clock, we starting. I'm taking the mic and we're going to start speaking at 7 o'clock because I want to honor and be respectful of everybody's time. So try to show up early. Yeah, my boys were hungry. Yeah, try to show up early and get there so we can get you a good seat and then go from there. So, and still Virginia, May 5th, May 6th. Okay, May 5th, May 6th. If you guys want to be a part of that mastermind, I've never seen a mastermind that inexpensive. Make sure that you hop in. I try to do everything cheap, man. I really do, man. I really try to get as many people involved in real estate and try to give them as much value as possible at the least possible price point. So if you guys are interested in that, it's May 5th. The one-day course is $97, and if you want to be a part of the mastermind, it's $500. We're only doing, well, one person's already in it, so we're only doing a total of 5. So we got 4 more slots that I know of. So if you want to be a part of that, that is in Virginia, Manassas, Virginia, May 5th and May 6th. So I think that's it. Cinco de Mayo, yes, Cinco de Mayo, Viva Mexico. But that's when we're rocking out. I'm not Mexican. No disrespect to anybody who is, but yeah, it's not my holiday. So, all right. Hopefully everybody has a blessed one. I love you guys, and hopefully see you guys soon. All right. I'm gonna leave this open so you guys can talk amongst yourselves and do your thing and share deals and knowledge and all that good stuff.